Greetings, lovely people, and welcome to another episode with your friend, Paulie Boy. Now, today's video's title is My Success Story. So if you clicked on this video, you might be wondering, does NoFap work? Is it really worth leaving pornography? Is it really worth not jerking off? Is it really worth the fight? I'm going to tell you today that yes, it is. It is so much worth it. It is so worth it that I have dedicated a large portion of my life to NoFap. But that is another story. Today we are going to talk about my success story. How NoFap changed my life so that you can get an idea or just a look or some perspective on what it could do for your life, for you, the benefits there are for you. All right. One question people ask is, when do you see the results? Well, the thing about my story is, I haven't watched porn in 3 years. 3 years. Pornography. But the last time yours truly fapped was about a month ago. So it's a journey. It's a journey where you struggle, you last for 20 days, maybe you relapse. And the next time you go for 25 days, 22 days, you relapse. Maybe 10 days, but it's a constant fight. And you grow through that. I believe that should be taken into consideration. But one thing that I notice is, at the point where I am now, if I am consistent and vigilant and focused, I can increase my confidence greatly. I can increase my manliness greatly. I can increase my testosterone greatly by not touching my private part, by not edging at all. Because sometimes when I would wake up at night, I would find myself edging. I would catch myself edging, almost like it was automated, like it was such a habit that I would wake up at night finding my own hand doing it, or just find that I was doing it on autopilot. Now, when I am able to bypass that, to stop that from happening, to prevent that, then I find, if I do that, let's say 3 days, 5 days in a row, I am much confident, much more confident, much more manly, much more bold, not caring about the opinions of others so much. All right. So, my story. Where did I start? Where did I come from? How bad was it? Well, I think the worst it got to was jerking off twice a day or 3 times a day. But most of the time it was only twice or once when I was watching pornography. And the differences are, back then, I was really shy, quite shy. My head was wrapped around what people thought of me. My world revolved around the opinions of others. I was constantly thinking to myself, oh, does this person like me? Does that person like me? Am I being nice to this person enough? And the reason I was asking that is because I wanted them to like me. I felt inferior most of the time. I felt worthless most of the time. I felt very down most of the time. And when I stopped masturbating, when I stopped watching pornography, as a lot of time went by, I noticed I feel different. I am acting different. I am making different choices. Now, my theory about this is that it might not only be not fapping. A large portion of it is not jerking off. But when you stop jerking off and you start replacing it with other things, you get more of a life. You've got a life. You've got a life. And one of your own. You know, a lot of the guys are right. There is a certain kind of attraction you have, a certain kind of magnetic force, a certain kind of magic that you begin to possess. You begin to feel, you are able to see who is jerking off and watching porn. You can just see it in their movement, the way they vibrate, their body language. You recognize, wow, that was once my body language. Those were once my vibrations. That was once how I spoke. Now, there is attraction when you stop caring so much about women, when you stop caring so much about girls, when you have your own life, you replace masturbation and pornography with something uplifting, something that builds you up. Perhaps reading, perhaps sports, perhaps training, perhaps increasing and building your social life. But something that is beneficial to you, something that you enjoy. A brief before and after preview. I will show you a picture of my before and after. Okay, in one picture, the first one, you can see down. My head was facing the ground. I was down. This picture basically describes myself at the time, my general self at the time, how I felt about myself. Felt down, felt like a nerd, like a loser. I felt inferior to everyone around me. That was during my fapping. Now the next picture, you can see I do not look down. I do not look sad. Of course, there were times when I was sad. There were times when I was down. There were times when I was depressed. But those times were actually times when I was jerking off. Those were periods, small periods when I was jacking off. So that's quite interesting. Quite interesting. I noticed that even after I'd quit pornography, those small intervals when I would jack off for a week or something, I would feel down during that week. I would feel like I'm losing part of me. But now, when I've stopped doing that, I feel like I'm on top of the world. And I'm growing day by day by day. And you can grow too. You can feel on top of the world as well. You can improve your life. In fact, that, my lovely people, is what this channel is about. It is about helping you achieve your goals, helping you become a better version of yourself, helping you get one step closer to where you want to be. Yeah. If you've enjoyed this video, feel free to like, feel free to comment, and feel free to subscribe for more videos. I will regularly be posting more videos on information around NoFap and my life experience, in the hopes that everything I say will be to your benefit. See you, lovely people.